Hello, I'm Dr. Glenn Shepard, and I have created a series of videos about the Freedom, Love, Joy movement, which I've written a book about, and have another book, Transformation of Human Consciousness by Design, that I base many of my videos on as well. And I've created a series of the last two videos have been on freedom and evolution and love and evolution. You should maybe want to take a look at. And this one is about joy and evolution, okay? And it's describing why joy is so important, okay? In my writings, I have been advocating a different educational system to change the world. Basically, is my hope is to change the world through changing people by in an educational environment that creates a place where they can develop freedom and they can develop love and then they can develop joy. And so these videos are explaining why it's so important for us to look at. What makes us happy? Joy is happiness. Why are we not happy? And why is it important? Why is that an important goal for ourselves and our schools? Okay. And so this is what I'm examining here. Now, in the other two videos, I discussed the evolution of consciousness as human consciousness is going from ego-centered to other-centered to God-centered. Okay. And consciousness permeates the universe. It is the universe, actually, and it is the physical universe as well. So everything and all life is part of a consciousness, and we're all interconnected in this whole process. So we're all consciousness. It's just that plants, animals, even you know, inanimate objects, the earth itself, wind, sun, or have some form of consciousness. Okay, and so what we are dealing with is our human consciousness, which has its own reasons because freedom, love, and joy is embedded in the universal consciousness. Okay, it's everywhere. Every life has freedom, and that's what makes it unique. That's what makes it special, makes it diverse, is allowing every single form of physical form or whatever to have its own independence, its own freedom. And the universe is full of love and joy. Look at the actual universe, and it operates very much in that situation. The humans are in a different level. We're in a more awareness, and our freedom now has a lot of consequences, and we need to learn how to deal with that sort of freedom and that sort of consciousness awareness of who we are and how we can affect others. So this is very important, how we evolve, because evolution is just change, and there's change is inevitable. Okay, and so as we grow from the ego-centered, our joy increases, and so you look at the types of joy, and you have joy all the time. Have a birthday party or playing a ball game and go on vacation and have celebrations of all kinds, and find joy from that. And simple joys, how you find all these types of joys. These joys are connected with your ego, though. Okay, the idea that they're temporary is because they're conditional, and so they come and go. All right. Well, the hard thing is trying to keep being happy. How do you do that? How do you somehow maintain some feeling of joy at all? Sometimes it's so depressing that you don't maybe hardly even find any joy. And so that's our challenge, okay? Because it's not easy to find joy; it goes away. Okay, the Probe method of education is a method that I developed, and I have a video on that. And this is part of in my writings. Describes the Probe method of education, but it's a way of first working with children how to solve problems, okay, how to investigate a problem, or investigate a topic or question. Okay, it's a thorough investigation. Okay, and I have a video on that. Well, it started out as that with kids in the classroom, and it's turned in more into a way of you could call it enlightenment, or if you want to, of finding truth, and also finding joy as well. Because what you do with this probe method idea is you search for answers. It is important in order for your consciousness to progress or evolve to you may call higher frequency levels, or type thing. It has to come from you. You have to be seeking answers. You have to be asking questions yourself. Okay. Because again, this is not something you can just be given. You can't just be turned over to you. You have to want it. You have to seek, and you have to look deeper and deeper into yourself, into the world. You have to question everything, and this is what the probe method of education is all about. And this is why I have advocated in another article that I wrote with my wife, Sandra Shepard, about a constructivist educational community, and it's based on the Montessori method and the probe method of education that I developed. Okay, and so now, can you find unconditional love or joy? I should say. In this case, joy. Think of the happy Buddha. Okay, how's the happy Buddha? How's he happy all the time? Sort of idea. It's joy is not based on a condition. It's not based on you had a good day, or if it is a good day, or whatever. Somehow you're able to within yourself to find and keep joy. And that's hard to do, okay? And the more you develop your freedom and your love, the more lasting your joy becomes. Still go away, but it when you develop freedom and love, it improves the amount of joy you find and how long it lasts. Okay, so that's the goal that we have. And that's I've talked about the goal of our education system should be the attainment of freedom, love, and joy. And it's not something you will get right away. Okay, I'm not telling people how easy it is to find any of these. To find joy is very difficult, and to keep joy. Okay, but they're interconnected. You can see if you're not free, how you can be happy. If you're a slave, particularly, or if you feel like you're stuck and you're not doing anything you want to do, or all these things, you're not going to be happy. And that's the way it is in school. If you're not free in school to learn things and really be successful, and you're not going to be happy. Okay. In love, the same way. If you don't feel love for others, compassion, or you don't feel people love you, you're not going to be happy there. So they're all connected. We're all connect. They're all connected with each other, and that's why that needs to be a primary goal in our schools. Just look at our society, and you can see the effects of having a school system and our whole society who's built upon the competitive system that we have, and we're not developing the basics of life, which are freedom, love, and joy. So I hope you continue to join me if you have, be it or not. My YouTube channel is at Freedom, Love, and Joy. Please subscribe. I appreciate your subscription, and follow my videos. I'll be creating several. And I have a website, freedomloveandjoy.com, and my books are on amazon.com if you're interested. Get more information: Transformation of Human Consciousness by Design and Freedom, Love, Joy Movement. Okay, so thank you for watching. Right, bye.